Jim mentioned democracy, and everybody, presumably here, everybody thinks democracy is a great way to go. Internet voting can be more than just a convenient way of voting. Internet voting can be used to enhance the democratic process, to make it more democratic by giving the voters more power in the system. And one of the ways that can be done is by involving the citizens more in the candidate selection process, in the nomination process, as well as the final vote in the general election. And one example of how this could be done is in California is to look at the Proposition 14. There's a little typo there, but that stands for the Proposition 14, which the voters passed in California this June. In the past, for a candidate to get on the primary ballot, he had to be approved by a political party. And everybody who was an independent was left out of the process. Only people signed up for a specific registered political party could be in the process. Some people say as many as 40% of Americans identify as independents. So this left out a lot of people. And these people resented that, and they organized, and they got Proposition 14 passed. And Proposition 14 takes the power away from those political parties in the selection process. So now, people who want to be on the ballot for a primary election only have to meet a signature requirement. And for example, if you want to run for governor of California, the exact laws haven't been worked out yet, but let's say they're going to require that you have a petition of 25,000 registered California voters, and if you can present that to the Secretary of State, then your name can be put on the ballot, and you can be one of the people who is in the running for the general election. Sometimes they call Proposition 14 the top two because the primary will cut down all the candidates to the top two for each office, and then the general election will have the vote for one of those two to get the job. The advantage of internet voting is that once you establish candidates for the primaries, you can have debates online and vote after each debate. So you could have a series of debates, 4 people, one night, and 4 people another night. You could have 8 candidates, 12, 15, however many there are. You could have a series of elimination debates and determine who are those people you want to be the top 2. And that would be a new way to conduct primaries, by watching debates online, and after each debate you turn to your computer, your cell phone, and you log on to the secure website and vote. The advantage of this is not only the convenience for the voter, but primary campaigns conducted by broadcasted debates would be cost-free for the candidate. The candidate just has to show up at the studio for the TV cameras and participate in the debates. The candidate wouldn't have to spend millions of dollars for name recognition. So a lot of people who don't have money would have a more of a fighting chance to be considered as a candidate for the governor or for congressperson or senator any of the local offices, the same methods can be applied. And if you had cost-free campaigns, that would be bad news for the special interest. Because the way we do it now, you have to have cost-intensive campaigns. You have to get on the media and spend a lot of money to get name recognition. If you have debates broadcast on TV and online, all the voters have equal exposure to each of the candidates, and so name recognition drilled into your mind by advertising wouldn't even be relevant, because you would focus on the participants in the debate, and then you would vote after each debate. That's another advantage that internet voting opens up for people, in addition to convenience. And the voter would participate more in both the petitions signed and in the primary campaign. Then in the general election, you'd have two people running, and you could have, again, debates on TV and online, and vote online after those debates, so that money would not be an advantage. Meg Whitman, everybody knows, is spending something like $100 million, and she's going to lose to Jerry Brown, who's spending $25 million. And Carly Fiorina is spending tens of millions of dollars, and she's probably going to lose to Barbara Boxford. So money doesn't buy victory in a campaign. And so if you had a system of internet voting where everybody is debating and the voters get their exposure to the candidates all at the same time, equal exposure, spending all that money won't make a difference. It can't be prohibited under the Supreme Court. Everybody's heard about Citizens United, which allows corporations to spend unlimited funds. That could happen, but with internet voting, it wouldn't be effective. So